Question for you. Regardless outcome, you're a legend. You said on Thursday that this young man wasn't a real fighter. How has your opinion changed after 30 minutes of scrapping?
Yeah, he does. He's for sure my fight mentality. He does. I knew that already. He's just not. That wasn't a full contact fight. So.
What surprised you that he had tonight you didn't expect?
Nothing. You know, I got hit with a couple shots I didn't fucking see, and that fucking pissed me off. But I wasn't surprised. I expressed that with everybody.
You asked for a 10-round fight. Were you thinking of employing kind of a rope-a-dope strategy later in the fight? You'd be able to come on and you got tired?
No, just like I said, I'm not full of shit at all. I was like, if you could fight 10 rounds with me, what would you rather do?
You had some success.
What would you rather do, 3 or 10 rounds?
I would rather do no rounds with you.
Yeah, I mean, anybody though, right? Like, fuck, I'd rather have 3 rounds. I'm tired just thinking about it, but no matter how, I've always felt like that. No matter how many rounds my fight goes, it didn't go my way. I know if it would have gone longer, I could have won. So I'm like,
Nate, when you run up,
I want 10 rounds. And now, like, you got 10 rounds.
Lastly, you had some success. You had some success in these rounds. Some of these rounds were close. Do you feel like if you hadn't taken pauses, kind of clowned a little bit, that maybe some of these rounds you could have won, the fight would have been closer and gone your way?
Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Nate, did anything you do in that ring in terms of his power or when he caught you with that shot that dropped, did it surprise you?
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Fuck that motherfucker. I hop up and recover a little bit. And yeah, no. I know what I was coming for a fight with a big, strong, motivated, pumped up guy to take over the world, and nothing surprised me in this shit.
Were you ever worried that he could continue that on and you were going to drop again, or you were like, nah, I got this, and you felt comfortable
at that
point?
I just was like, you better.
Did you feel like you hurt him tonight at any point?
I think I hit him with some good stuff, but and some good combos and some good shit. But I think I did better. And I think, like I said, could have, should have.
Hey Nate, what did you think of the crowd? They were cheering your name throughout the whole fight. Can you hear them in there?
Yeah, I heard it get loud in and out, and yeah, you tell me. I gotta rewatch the fight.
Nate, this was a very successful event for Real Fight. What's next for Real Fighting?
everybody's very excited.
Yeah, what was that?
It was a pretty successful event. I heard the gate was the second highest in American Airlines history. What's next for Real Fight? Real Fight Inc.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show. We have plans to do some stuff, and right now we're gonna go home. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna figure out whether we want to do MMA or boxing, and then we'll see what they want to do. They said they want to do the PFL thing, and I think that if we want to do that, we're gonna have to compromise and do Real Fight versus PFL, and I'm with that. My goal is to get rematch and NER.
What were you thinking when you got Jake in the guillotine?
Oh, done deal. That was already the fight. In a real fight, this fight's over, and we're sitting up here with the win. But we're participating in a boxing match, and it was a good time. And now I know, because I was curious too. I was like, I'm gonna get in a boxing ring, and I know what I think, and I've trained my whole career boxing with pro boxing on the highest level, as high as I could get, and done really well. And I've never fought a pro fight, so I'm like, I think I'll whip all these motherfuckers' ass. But that's just what I think I was going to get a feel for, and it felt just like what I'd imagined. And what was the question? Yeah, I'll fuck up everybody.
Is that how you finish him in the cage? Is that a little preview?
Oh, the guillotine? Yeah, that was too easy. Yeah, it's too easy. And the takedown was too easy too. I just fucking left the punch in this whole leg was in my chest. I've been trying to take people down in MMA, they smash my head and fuck me up, and I get tired and all kinds of shit. I'm like, well, this is easy to fight boxing, real fight.
Mike, Nate, what did you? Nate, all the way back here. What did you think of just the promotional side of it? Like, what did you take away from it? What learning lessons are you gonna go home with?
I learned a lot, and I watched a lot happen, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do next because I've seen all of it done more than anybody, more than the media, more than the fighters one of the new promoters. I'm like, I know exactly what's going on here. What's the pros and cons after this week for sure. And they give their criticism on what I do in the media. Bro, we're trying to. I'm just kidding. And I think it was a good experience, just like training with somebody to learn how to defend a choke or something because you got fucked up. So it's like, oh, we fucked up here and there and there. And they had their criticism on how I'm doing my promoting on my side. But every UFC or any big show that I fought in, that turned out to be the biggest shows, it was because I was doing what the fuck I do, and whatever the fuck I do, usually we end up being the highest gates and numbers and all kinds of shit. So I learned that I know what I'm talking about. Cocky and
Nate, right over here.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, I'm sorry. Would you ever consider continuing doing boxing? Is there anyone else that you would consider sharing the ring with again?
100%, yeah. That's my, that's what I was saying about the experience too that I just learned from fighting out there. I didn't know if these were fucking little ass the size of MMA gloves, and I didn't even get cut tonight. I get cut into every MMA fight I fight. I can box for another. I don't want to go get my, you get ran around by some good people, but.
But is there like a name, anyone you would?
I have nobody now, but I'm sure I'm gonna go home and hear criticism and see people fights and see. I'm gonna see all kinds of shit. So next week, get back to me. I'm sure I have a list full of motherfuckers that
Straight ahead the flat.
Right over here, Nate. Nate here in the back. Marcos Villegas, Fight Up TV. Hey Nate, how did Jake physically feel in there?
Easy to take down, easy to choke. Hey, nah, he did a good job, and he's fucking athletic, strong dude, and he hits hard and fast. But it ain't nothing I ain't seen before. And I've trained with people I've trained with Mike Russell, his camp, and he's the big guy. But these guys can throw down. It's good shit.
And my follow-up is, did you notice a difference at all, you personally, between like the 4-ounce gloves and the bigger gloves? How did the punches
Yeah,
feel?
that's what I'm saying. I did. It just felt just like sparring gloves. I mean, obviously smaller, but way bigger and different than MMA gloves. I don't like MMA gloves either, though, because I can't land as good as punches. It doesn't feel as good as land punches. So I like the 8-ounce glove.
Chris Beltran, House of Highlights. Jake has been talking about fighting you in the octagon. Would you do that? And if so, how do you think it would go?
Yeah, I think I kind of already said that. I think I would fight him. And it's easy to take him down and easy to. He was talking about his wrestling credential the other day in the interview, and I'm like, what?
How soon would you go about fighting him in the octagon? Is that something you'd want to do soon, or just let it go
I'm
on
not
later?
cut. 2, 3, 4 months. I'm ready to rock. After MMA fights, I'm cut to shit. My legs hurt. I can't walk, and that feels good to be okay.
Congratulations on for making it all the way and putting on a great performance. You mentioned your cuts. Talk about the job that Jacob Stitch-Duran did throughout the corner. You haven't really been cut up or putting the swelling down and keeping you in the fight for one more round.
Yeah, shout out to Stitch. He was in there keeping me good, and yeah, he stayed in there good.
You were talking to Jake during the fight. What were you saying to him in the ring?
I was making fun of him, telling him to do more shit.
Mike?
How did you just feel competing at this weight? It's the highest you've been in a fight. Did you feel like slower?
I would have rather like to stay smaller. Or if I went up to this way, I would like to have trained like I do when I'm smaller. I was trying I was concerned with getting bigger and shit. I didn't think he was much bigger than me. I thought he was bigger than that, training for the fight. That's why I said I had big ass Mike Russell to train with. I was like, he's gonna be Mike Russell size. Mike's like, he's huge. I was like, dude, but at least he's fast. I was like, why am I training with your big ass?
Over there. Glasses.
Nate, how'd you feel in the fight? Did you feel like you were winning the rounds?
I feel like I should have done, Richard got mad at me because I wasn't training. I should have been training. I should have been throwing punches, keeping him on the outside, and doing a lot of stuff. Like I said in an interview, I'm not trying to make excuses, but about a month back, I was trying to stay big, and I hurt my arm a little bit, and it was wear and tearing on my right arm. If I was jabbing and doing a lot of stuff, so I would get inside and fight like the Mexican guy, smothering their punches and get in there. And make every sparring session abroad. I did that kind of for the camp, and that's how the fight went. And I think I should have kept on the outside circle and did better stuff. I know I pissed with Chuck. He don't want me to say it, but he wanted me to keep on the outside, and I should have. But it's all good. There's no way I'm not going to show up for a fight because of something like that, too. You got to go regardless, like no matter what. So I plan on doing my next one if it's going to be boxing. We're gonna work good.
At the end of the fight, did you think you did enough to win? Did you think you won the fight? Like at the end, did you think you did enough to win? Like they were.
No, I didn't think I won. I knew when he got the knockdown and stuff. So I figured I won a good amount of rounds. I gotta watch the fight, you know. So because I know what I think and I know what it's probably.
And then last one for me. Do you think he ever really takes you up on the challenge to fight you in MMA? I know he spoke.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens with him. See if he really wants to do that. And if not, I'll be back in this hunting him down to either way.
He said it would be $10 million to fight him in MMA. What would it take for you financially to fight him in MMA?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it and fucking make sure everybody's happy for sure.
Andrew,
I'm more than that.
just to elaborate on that,
Yeah, hand me a little bit of money, like let's pay it a bit.
it's not going to be 10 million. I'll tell you that.
Your teammate Chris Avila had a big win. Can you talk a little bit about Chris Avila's performance?
Oh yeah, I should have been talking about. And Alan Sanchez did a great job. He had a good fight. What did you guys think about Alan's fight?
That was a war, Mexican war.
Yeah, it was a good fight, and yeah, it was really good. And then Jose did his thing, and Ramos, and everybody, and Kilo had a hell of a fight. He had a hard opponent too. My guys from my gym, dude, that I train with every day, they came in here and they all showed out. And I was over there at the gym a little bit earlier this morning and walking around doing the other day. I was watching their fights on the phone, and every time somebody went, I'm all juiced up and ready to. And I'm like, oh yeah, I still got to fight. Shit.
Hold on 1 second. Back left corner. That's you. Me? And
Shout out to the team.
In the blue tie.
Shout out to the team.
Now, you said yesterday, that this guy can't really fight. Has your opinion changed on that, in that regard?
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to fucking talk shit. He fucking boxing, high level guys, MMA, and he's sparring hard and working with good people, and then he starts talking shit to me throughout the camp. Like, I come to the territory and it's all is fair. Love and war, I'm always about that. Say whatever you want, that's fine. But then when you start making things personal, trying to make things personal, saying shit he shouldn't be saying, that once and then it hurts these people's feeling when I say this ain't a real fight, because it's a real fight. Remember Logan Paul, New Orleans? You know what I'm saying? No problem. This is not a real fight to be talking to me like that. This is a boxing competition. So that's what I meant by he can't really fight. So it's not overly disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a pro boxer?
I really fight. Don't be talking shit.
Did you see Connor's tweet? What did you think?
What did he say?
He basically said, like, not interested, and then he sent something to Sweetie. The girl walked out with Menace around.
Yeah, I don't know.
One for Richard Perez.
What do you think?
Richard, what did it mean to finally walk out Nate?
Fuck that fool.
Nate,
Richard, what did it mean to finally walk out Nate to a boxing match? You've been training him.
No, I love the way he boxes. He got hurt, and so that throws you back. Wherever the level you're on, you have to slow it down. So your timing's off, and then he couldn't throw the jab very good, and that's why he got caught with the hook, because he threw it and dropped it. And then before that he hurt his knee, but it's all good. He's not going to quit. He's not a quitter.
Nate, sorry. Are you aware that you're a victim of the Drake curse? Because he put $250,000 down for you to beat Jake Paul. It seems as though, as you know, everybody he bets on seems to lose. So were you aware of that?
Yeah, whatever. Shout out to Drake. Love for the love. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Hey, we'll break that curse.
2 more questions.
Is there a pro boxer? Is there a pro boxer that you like to watch, and is there a style that you'd like to teach Nate if he continues to go forward in boxing?
I like Mike Tyson.
Is there a style you'd like to teach?
I like his style. And when he's not hurt or anything, Awesome.
What do you call that style? How would you describe
Nate
it?
Diaz style.
Last question.
Question for both of you guys. You guys sold out the building, record cave. The crowd was obviously almost one-sided behind Nate tonight. Your career obviously isn't over, whether in MMA or in boxing. Real Fight has their own promotional show.
Hold on.
Yo, turn it up!
Show's over.
With as big of a performance as it was for both Nate and Real Fight tonight, would Dallas be a market you guys want to return to in the future?
Is that for me?
For both of you guys.
I'll start, absolutely. I mean, we got so much love here all week. I mean, from the beginning, as I said before, we've been to other boxing shows similar to this, MVP shows that were great opponents, but nothing like this. This was an event. This was a boxing show. And it was sold out and it made news. And I asked you, who did Make News become? I mean, great co-promotion, but it's because of what Real Fight's doing, it's because of what Nate's doing, it's the power of it, and that's why the crowd was the way it was, and that's why the build-up is the way it was, that's why the social media was because of the way it was. So, you know, I'll let Nate answer too, but, you know, like he said, we're here to take over. I mean, this is what it looks like tonight, so we're here.
So just following up on that, you know, there were tickets available for the UFC event. There were none left here. It looks like we were selling, or this event rather, was selling at something like 450% higher or something like that than the UFC. What do you think it says about Nate's draw power that the UFC was not selling out while he was somewhere else and it was?
I don't think it's a competition. You know, I think both organizations can do really well. There's a lot of love for the UFC. You know, and tonight was, you know, a great night with a long build-up for a fight that people wanted to see. And I think everybody can coexist, including Real Fight, on the grandest stage.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go.
Hey, shout out to the team, Jose Gual,
Thank you.
Romulo, Kilo, A Real Fight Inc., Chris Villa, Alan Sanchez. Shout out to the team, and I appreciate the Nick Diaz Army, everybody coming rocking with me. It's love, and shout out to Clarissa Shields and James Stone. Westside. Westside.
Nate, where's the blunts?
Nate, your cameraman was wearing Versace fit. What do you think of you guys?
Here, Diglo, let's go with it. Where are the blunts at, Nate?
Yeah, where the blunts at?
Nick, I got a flicker.
Yeah, let me get one of the rich. Right on, brother. Thank you.
Nate, how do I jump in the cipher, bro?
Cipher. Come on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Guys, just pictures though, because press conference is over.
Nate, appreciate you, G.
Can I get a photo too? All right, guys, we're up against the bar, so we gotta go.
We weren't doing this with Jason.
Knock it out, Zach. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're the man, Nate. Thanks for the show. Thanks for the show.
Thanks for everything, G.
So we're gonna let Mike walk with us back to our you guys say today, we got some
Love.
Absolutely.
Brother, the man in the back all the time.
We don't come on my show, man. I've never said that crazy shit about y'all ever.
What the fuck is your entry on? Do I have you ever? I don't even know. Shit was hanging.
No shit, this your real shit because you switch your shit all the time.
Nah, my entry. Yeah, my phone number.
I'm gonna send you.
Yeah, that's me. I don't have your number though. I gotta log in.
That's your shit?
Yeah, 598-563. Yeah, pretty good. I might already have your number.
Yeah, I'm not Jake, man.
I've been finding big ass motherfuckers like Jake with huge. Big motherfuckers are hell easier.
Did you try to choke him in the night?
Huh?
Did you ever
I choke him. I had it all. Your whole neck's in there. I don't get we're boxing. You grab me bun. That's
I'll see you.
You ain't getting. All right, cool. Yeah, you can find me at that. Sure, but
JP Connor.
Fuck no. It's a rundown. What am I doing? You need to sign it. Oh shit.
You just autograph it.
I ain't assuming.
Yeah, don't sign it.
They got me selling shit. Hey, you guys have a good one.
Thank you.
Nick, congratulations. Thank you.
I'm not gonna get through.